All right, so that was like a nice long session. As a heads up, as you know, if you were there last night, that was a beautiful long session. I thought I was really moved by that. But we've been sitting for like an hour and a half, right? So just so you know, what I like to do is always experiential-based. If you know from last night, I like experiences because I think that's the best way to share things. Instead of removing from the head, we go to the body and the heart. So for this one, we're going to have to get some energy and some movement. I do recommend that you guys move close in here because I don't think you've seen this as a speaking engagement before. I've only done this once before. And when Capucine and Christian said, what do you want to talk about? I mean, I could always talk about the and the power of questions. But I said, but what I really would like to try is this wacky thing that I did once in New Zealand, but it's very risky because it could not work. So in order for it to work, or to have a best shot of working, what I recommend is for those who are back there and back there, I do recommend coming more into the middle because we're going to create a little cocoon of energy for those who want. Because in the end, I'll be doing a lot of wacky movements. And the closer you are, the more successful I have a chance of being. All right, so come on closer. So, big picture, cracking the future. I like to call this thing the unexpected legacy of charades. Romania, do you guys play the game charades? You know the game charades? Yes. Is there a Romanian word for charades? Charades and charada. Charada, right? So it's about communicating and trying to get the group to guess a word without speaking, right? Yeah. Okay. We're going to do that. Why are we doing that? What the hell does he mean by cracking the future? I said, Capucine, you know what we're going to do? Get a good title to get as many people here. So she said, cracking the future. But I do think this is about, the takeaway is, pause, step back. I think a lot about the future. I have a 3.5-year-old son, and I have a 9-month-old daughter. My son was born March 24th, 2020, at the height of the tsunami wave called COVID. I look at the future, and that's my number one, where all my energy goes, is how do I prepare my children for a future that I have no idea what it's going to be like? Especially now with AI coming out, and we know how fast that is learning, adapting, and how it's going to influence the workspace and what's in social media and the content that's out there. How do you prepare your children for a future that you have no idea what it's going to be like? Especially as automation and robots and AI will do a lot more of the making things. What is the place of humanity and humans? So, because of that, I think about the future, and I have found that charades, embedded in charades, because I am the Muhammad Ali of charades. No, I am, I think that everybody has a Muhammad Ali, and what I mean by the Muhammad Ali, who is one of the greatest sportsmen and leaders of our time, in my opinion, is that when you are so good at it, you can just be arrogant about it. And you can own it. The only thing in my life that I'm a Muhammad Ali of, now, hopefully still now, is fucking charades. And in that, I think there's a lot of lessons in charades that is indicative of what future leaders and collaborators can learn from and how to interact and lead. So through this experience, I'm going to share with you the lessons of charades in terms of how it applies to leadership and interaction in the future that we have no idea what it's going to be like. But in the future of AI. Whoopa, you all right, my friend? Not bad. See, that was good shit. I got him going. You okay? Okay. Yeah? So, we're going to do a charade. I am asking for someone in the room to whisper in my ear. We'll turn down the mic so no one hears it. give me a word or a sentence or 5 words or an idea, and I will tell the audience the time that I'll do it in, and we'll get the audience to do it, to get it. Someone in the audience will figure it out. You have one? Are you guys up for this? Yes. Yeah? This is charades. Yes. All right. So you're going to give me one? Now, just so you know, the rules of this is it has to be in English, because I've tried this in Spanish, and I did lose. It didn't work. And the words have to be connected, because I did lose once when they gave me 5 different words that had nothing to do with each other. So then I realized those are the 2 times I got a tie.
I just have 1 word.
Are you sure that's hard enough? Hello? All right. We'll try that. That's easy. But we'll try that, and then we'll try another harder one. Is that cool? You have another hard one? All right, cool. So, who here is like cynical and like, I don't buy the Muhammad Ali bullshit? Good, I don't want you around. I want the people who believe are like, I like this guy. We could do it. I'm with him. Like, because Muhammad Ali is not alone. Muhammad Ali has the crowd. Remember when he fought George Foreman? No? Muhammad Boombaye? Ali Boombaye? He was fighting the greatest fighter of all time at that point. Not of all time, but arguably then. He was scared, and he did the famous rope-a-dope for like 11 rounds. But he had the whole audience. They were all rooting for him.
We're rooting for you.
Exactly. So are we ready? Are we ready? Because I need energy right now. Oh, yeah! All right. That's what we need. All right, here we go. All right, that's it. So the rule here is I'm just not going to, I'll make some like that, but no words. Cool? I'll get this in like 1 minute and 38 seconds. Okay, cool? Ready? Yeah? Okay. Where's the energy? I need to find the energy act because this is good. Ready? All right. Who's got the clock? Who? You got the clock? You're going to time it? Yeah. Okay, good. Ready? And go.
Thinking, reading, thinking.
Philosopher.
No! Wait.
Philosophy.
So I need a harder one. Thank you. That was beautiful.
No, you are.
Give me a hard one. Like a hard one could be, like hard one. Who's got me? You have something?
Yeah, but
All right, turn down the mic. Well,
you tell me.
I'll just tell you. Okay, that's one option. You have an option? Hey. Kind of. We got some Americans in the room okay. I'm not even fully sure I know what that word means, but I think we can do it. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's do 156. Are you doing the timer? All right, here we go. You ready for this? Okay. All right, ready? Start.
One word.
Okay.
Smelling a flower. A bunch of flowers.
Okay. Okay. Who said that?
5 syllables. 5 syllables. First syllable. First syllable.
Okay. No.
Corn. Skin. Corn.
Corn.
Skin.
Corn. First syllable?
Corn. First syllable is corn.
Okay.
Bunch of flowers. Okay.
Is it an abstract word?
Flowers. Okay.
Okay. Corn bouquet.
Boom!
Cornucopia.
Boom! What time? 1:39. Cornucopia. All right. All right. So I'm 10 minutes in. Cornucopia. Cornucopia. Like I don't. Is that right? Is it a bunch of flowers or something? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's a cornucopia? Abundance. Buns. And so anyways, we got it. Good job. So now, woo! Thank you so much. All right. Did you see me? I was like, please. I went to my partner here, and she was like, I got nothing. I was like, all right. So why did that work? Why does it work? What am I doing? What are people seeing that I'm doing to succeed? Something that's universal? But like, what's the process I'm going through? Multiple sources, okay. Common references, what else? Interaction. Inviting people, body language. Clear intention. So let's go, I'm just going with this because these are all great, but that's what I have on the slide, which is here. So the first thing is, look, in the future, and even now, and maybe I'm not speaking for Romania because it's a different history and a different place. I'm talking really for the environment I'm spending a lot of time in, which is the US and Western Europe. There's a lot of options for people to spend their time or not spend their time on. So in order to attract people, you got to offer them something compelling, something worthwhile they want to spend their time on. Spend a lot of time at work or their attention, not doing other things, to do whatever you want to work with them on. So how do you create a challenging vision and a shared intention so that you can harness that group that you're working with? The other thing is, one of the first things I did, right, I'm Muhammad Ali, who's up for that? Okay, intention, right? The other thing is, you got to work with the energy. First thing is like, if I don't start until I get you can feel the energy, right? I was sick 3 days ago. I'm still a little sick now, right? I was sick, and my team, we had a meeting on the phone, and they're like, okay, we got to make some decisions on this list. I'm like, I can't make decisions right now because I'm exhausted, and if I'm exhausted, I'm going to make decisions that are low energy decisions, right? So don't make decisions when you're low energy. Same thing with the team. If the team is depressed or there and here, like, why would you make decisions and work with a team if there's not energy? Because the choices you make, the possibilities that exist, are commensurate to the amount of energy that exists in the group, right? So you get the group up, energy's there, right? Where's my thing? What else do people see? So I got this thing, shared intention, the energy. What else? Multiple perspectives. Huh? Struggle? Okay. So you hit struggle. Playing the game. I do that as like, don't stop. Like, just because you're hitting the obstacles, you don't stop. You can't stop. Story. I'm in Costa Rica for one of my, she's Sudanese. She's marrying a Haitian. And we're on the beach. And the night before the wedding, it's probably like 80% people of color. And 20%, 15% white people. And they're all gifting the bride and groom songs. Even my wife played a song, which was beautiful. And I'm looking, and I'm like, I can't sing, I'm tone deaf. And I was sick then too. I wasn't feeling good. But I was like, I have to offer my sister something. So I got up, and in front of the crowd, I did the whole thing, I'm Muhammad Ali. And I was just like, what are you talking about, dude? Muhammad Ali? What are you talking about? I was like, I'm Muhammad Ali. Da-da-da. The word I got was another word I never heard before. It was mesothelioma, which is something you get cancer from, like asbestos in the building. So I get up, I'm doing it. I'm in the middle. I'm not feeling good, and I wanted to give up. And I remember looking at my wife, who was there, and she was like, oh my God, you're going to lose. And then I'm like, I can't lose if my wife. And that's when I'm like, you can't stop. As soon as you pause to stop, I came over here to my sister. I was like, where is she? I was like, hell. She was like, I got nothing. I was like, don't spend time here. Don't get stuck in the stuckness. You can't afford it. You can't get overwhelmed. Stay focused, stay persistent, keep moving forward. Always listening. Now, you're from Romania, Eastern Europe. You guys are used to leadership in this finger. Or maybe this fist. Earlier generations. I don't know now for the last 34, right? But this is, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, right? The future leadership is what finger? No finger? It's the hand? Beautiful. What makes a hand work? She said, I said, what's the future? She said, no finger, the hand. I said, great. But what makes a hand work?
A handshake.
A handshake? Beautiful. What else? What? Intention. But what? Synergy? Synergy. What makes the hand have synergy? There's one finger that does it. The thumb. Why? Why does the thumb have the synergy? Why? Huh? It's closable, but what else? It brings the other, but what else? It's the only one.
It's positive.
It's positive, but no. It's the only one that can touch the other fingers. It's the only, well, first of all, you can't grasp without a thumb. Well, you can do this. But it's the only one that touches the other fingers. Which means it's the only one that all the fingers work with. Future leadership, in my opinion, is are you the thumb that everyone will work with to make it a hand so that you have synergy. So always listening is a tool that the thumb has because you never know where the answer will come from, especially if you have multiple perspectives. Who said that? Right? You get me? So you got to listen. I know I'm on stage doing this, bah, 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 but if I don't hear in the back the person who said the one word that got us going, right? And I don't listen over here, even, you're right? I'm not going to find the answer. So we have to be aware of our own biases because our own biases is another form of us not listening. Ultimately, so that you can be the thumb of the hand. And last, somebody said, multiple perspectives, but there was something else like, you got to communicate in the language that works. Right? If I'm here working a bunch of things, or I'm doing this and no one gets it, then change, go to the physical action. Then change, go to the classic, the people who know charades, one syllable, da, 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 right? You have to, don't stop, but you have to constantly, if it's not working, don't get stuck, change your language. Find the language of the people you're speaking to and adjust. That's your job as the thumb. Whether you're the leader or not, as you're a great collaborator, are you working with the fingers? Are you changing your language so that you can communicate and reach out across the gap, and connect with someone else? Make sense? Does that resonate?
Yes.
That's the thing. Well, anything else that someone wanted to share that they saw? Great. Okay, good. No. Huh? Inclusion. Including. I think that's about the bias. You bias, you have a blind spot. The more you have inclusion, which means what? More possibilities for conflict. But conflict is a welcome thing if you harness it right. There's a lot of energy in conflict. It's not a bad thing. It's an opportunity if you harness it right.
Where do you get your energy from? The starting energy.
I think the shared intention. It's like, I'm not, it's like, let's do something that hasn't been, let's try something new.
How do you know your
I get the energy from you guys, but
How do you know you have a head? How do you know who's the thumb?
hopefully everybody's the thumb. From your POV, you're the thumb. If we all feel like we're the fingers and we rely on just the thumb and one person, then we're weak as an entity, because if that person goes sick or dies or moves on, then what? We're left with 4 fingers.
So would you say it's shared leadership?
Shared leadership is a responsibility that we should each take as individuals on a team, right? Someone ultimately has a responsibility of taking the risk and the responsibility of taking the final choice, but that doesn't mean you can't participate as a thumb. Okay, I have like another 5 minutes. Any other thoughts or questions? Does someone else want to try it? Sure. Are we good? All right.